possibility is that you're going to go with small ball again tonight. Along those lines, is Jason still going to be starting at power forward?
Jason is starting tonight for us at power forward, and will we see small ball again at some point? Probably so. That's just the way the game is. You take a team like tonight, who sometimes they can have Dirk at 5 and have Sean Marion at 4. So we'll have to respond to our opponent, and won't be the last time. There are plenty of teams across the league, that go small. So won't be the last time we go small.
Jacque, NBA guys kind of condition themselves, play a game, day off, play a game, that sort of thing. Do you have a stretch where you have some practice time possibility? Can you use this to get better?
Hopefully so. That's going to be the objective, is first of all to get some 5-on-5 and get better at execution, and add some more things to our arsenal, go to the toolbox a little bit, get guys hopefully back on the floor, incorporating them. We played 9 games. Some teams have played 6 games. So give our guys a chance to get a little rest as well, and hopefully get healthy.
Coach, is Kyle available for you all tonight?
Kyle will not play tonight for us.
How does that adjust what you might do off the bench?
Well, it takes a big out of the equation, but Solomon Jones is available tonight, and so be up to me whether or not he plays or not.
So his knee has responded pretty well. Has he got to go up and down a little bit?
Yes, the last couple of days he has got a chance to go up and down a little bit, and his knees responded well, and he's been given the go for tonight, and we'll kind of go from there.
He actually played really well for you those first 2 games before he got hurt. I mean, he's a guy who can not just go in, but he can give you something when he comes in, right?
Oh, without a doubt. He's a guy that, we talked about earlier, that what made him a bonus for our team was he's kind of a veteran, and he's been in situations before, and during training camp and preseason, a lot of times he was in the right place at the right time. And that was good for our guys to see.
Talk about dealing with Dallas's new backcourt of Calderon and Ellis. Last year you had Monte put up a 25-point fourth quarter against you when he was with Milwaukee, and then Calderon, in the 4 games he played with Toronto, he averaged like 11 assists against you guys. Just talk about the challenge of going up against that backcourt.
Tough. I think that's, those 2 guys are the reason why their pace is what it is, and the points that they're putting up. The ability for Calderon to push the basketball, scored at the same time. And then Ellis, the ability to make shots at the end of the day. He's their leading scorer, and that's for a reason. He can make shots like he did, 5 threes, that's what it was against when he was with Milwaukee, and then also be able to get to the rim. So, good challenge.
Considering Monte being such a scoring threat, will you be at all shy or hesitant to go deep into your bench, throw in Ronnie again, throw in Duran even at that backcourt, especially since they're coming off a back-to-back?
Well, I think I'll never be concerned about the back-to-back. I won't worry about that. But I think guys know that their number can be called at any game. I really believe in approaching your job with the preparation that you're going to play. It's kind of like a backup quarterback. It takes one play. The next thing you know, you can be in. So having that preparation, knowing the plays and knowing the reads, and fitting yourself right on in. So I think when I tell guys they can play, I really mean they can play on a given night.
Why is Kyle unavailable?
Kyle turned his ankle last game, and 3rd quarter maybe, it was in front of our bench, and he tried to go up and down one time. Then we pulled him out the game. So it's just sprained ankle right now.
How's Tobias coming along?
No setbacks or anything. We haven't really practiced, and we'll continue to give him, more, and hopefully take advantage of these practice days that are coming up.
I know you've answered a lot of home court advantage questions over the past couple of days, but you were 12-29 last year here. You're already a third of the way to matching that total just a couple weeks in the season. Is that just a matter of just player familiarity? Is it game day changes that you've and the coaching staff have instilled? What do you give credit to that for?
Hopefully, it's just our guys have put in some work to win those games, whether or not their skills have gotten better, whether or not their focus on closing games has gotten better, being comfortable with each other, being in the situation. Last year, a lot of those guys, it was their first time being in the situation of closing the game out in the fourth quarter, being down 5, being down 13, being up 13. And so now they've been in those situations before. So a lot of it's just kind of a second year of being in a situation again.
Coach, you talked about matching up with Dallas. Sometimes if they go small, sort of negate what they do. When are there certainly opportunities for you to impose your own will on the game? What are those opportunities and advantages that you can exploit instead of matching up with what they're doing?
I didn't say, I don't want you to confuse me saying that I said there could be a chance for me to match up against them. Just like we did the other night against Milwaukee, we tried to impose our will. We started Jason Maxill when they started Middleton, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. The kind of square peg into a round hole a little bit. Transition defense is tough for bigs when the other team is playing small. Their natural instinct is run back to the paint. Well, Whiskey will hurt you running back to the paint. Same way Middleton hurt us running back to the paint. So then it's up to me to see is there advantage that we're getting by playing big. I'll always try to dictate what we want to do. I'm more not a counter wrestler. I like to make that first move. And so we'll always try to dictate, and sometimes you just have to adjust.
Coach, what do you tell your players when they have to give a team effort on the defensive end like they'll have to do tonight against Dirk?
Great question. What's your name?
Jake.
Great question, Jake. Where you from, Jake?
I'm from right here, Orlando.
What school do you go to?
Trinity Prep.
What grade you in, Jake?
11th grade.
Great question. Why took you so long?
No.
This is the best question. You tell these other guys you have the best question all night. That's what our defense is built around, is team concepts. We'll never go into a game and say this is a one-on-one matchup that we have to win. Tonight, when we talked about playing against Dallas, it'll be about who's guarding Dirk and who's helping. And so it'll always be based around team concepts. So not a big adjustment for us game to game. Maybe more detailed towards individuals' tendencies, whether a guy's a driver or a shooter, we might have to adjust to that. But all the time, our defense is going to be based around just team philosophy.
How important is it for you guys to get off to a quicker start than you did against Milwaukee on Wednesday night?
I think at the end of the day, you just want the score to be in your favor. Whether or not you start up 50 or down 50. Makes it a little harder on my indigestion, but besides that, no difference. Meatballs, Josh.
I had some meatballs from Whole Foods the other day.